Imashimasu! Feminis! Welcome back to SlimeWave. It's our second episode today, and we have some very interesting topics for you this evening. But for those of you who are just joining us, welcome to SlimeWave. This is the only podcast made by slimes for slimes about slimes, featuring predominantly slime-based content. Of course, we also offer it in a video format for people who just like to watch people sit and yammer about things, but it's mostly designed to be an audio podcast, hence why we've taken special care to make sure the audio is just right for you. I am, of course, joined by myself. I'm Kami.
I am here, Valentine.
It's good to meet you. And we also have a guest in the studio today. Introduce yourself to the wonderful slimings at home who don't know you.
Hello, Cassie or Cassandra, business owner. Nice to meet
you. Miss Cass is the one who's been nice enough to let us use these booths here in the Nine Heavens. She's a sweetheart. I love her half to death, and so you had to bring her in the studio for the second episode.
Thank you.
Yes, we wanted to talk about today about how slimes are viewed throughout the metaverse through the lens of the sort of common person. You're not a slime. However, you have a lot of experience with slimes, if I recall.
Well, yeah, more or less. I mean, I hired you when you came here, and back then there weren't a lot of slimes around. I have increased since then, and I like it.
Do you think it was a wonderful side effect of me just coming in here and being all cute and popular?
Yeah.
So in your experience then, what do you view slimes? What is a slime to you?
What is a slime to me? Well, first of all, a friend. I consider one of the slimes one of my best friends around here.
Wow. You made me blush.
I have a few different ones. I've met you as first. Then I saw you two around. And the Stormringers also have a slime.
They do?
Yeah, she is... she's a little bit different from you guys. While you
is it Miss Juno?
Her name is Ash.
I don't know who they are, but we need to get them in the studio. We need to get them in the studio.
We might need to go to Sink or Swim then, if there's a slime we haven't met.
What is Sink or Swim?
I've heard about it. Cody talked about it to me a few times. Apparently it's this place where the Stormbringers meet up for some random fight rink or something. I don't know. He didn't explain it to me much. Just said that that's where he met his girlfriend.
Ooh, I do see him wandering around there in the background. Our lovely viewers who are viewing this through their video devices can't see it, but I can see him camping around with a big monkey man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of friends over there.
We love Mortimer around here. He's such a wonderful guy. Anyways, Cass, in your opinion, what defines a slime?
The taste.
The
taste.
The taste. That's interesting. First time I hear an answer like that.
So specifically, is a slime something that tastes good? Is a slime something that has a specific taste content, like consistency? Is it a little bit of A? Is it a little bit of B?
It really much depends on the day, right?
Well, today. I mean, I'm asking you, like, today. What's your opinion on them? You know, where the interview is going on today, right now, live.
Right now? Well, how do you taste right now?
Yeah, how do I taste right now? You want to give me a lick?
Yeah, how do you taste?
She's just licked me, my blueberry tasting ass. Ugh. Can't believe you would do that to me. That is a great question, actually. You know, it's pretty common for slimes to have a specific sort of taste. Like, Rory, I know you're alcohol tasting. I haven't tasted Mr. Valentine.
Make non-alcohol content. I can still make it. It's just a little harder.
Valentine, I haven't given you a good lick in a hot minute. What's your taste?
Mine's well, right now I am blueberry. It might change to green, so I'll taste like an apple.
That's right, you're a seasonal slime. Spring is coming. Oh my god, are you gonna like
Oh, yeah,
sprout
it's really
flowers
good.
and like become like a hippie?
Colors are gonna change.
Would
That'd
that
be
be
great.
entertaining?
Hold on. I think someone's trying to give us something in the studio.
Ooh, live studio audience mail? What do we have?
Oh, I don't think we should show this.
What is it? Is it a butt?
It might make them
For,
really hungry.
for those of you just listening to us in an audio format, we have just been given a picture of several dozen corn dogs in a bathtub.
Yeah, I guess I could show it.
Go ahead,
Hold
just
on.
show the studio audience back at home. It is, in fact, who put this there? Kaz, did you bring in the several hot dogs?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Cody.
There.
Damn.
Gone.
Wow, you've cast out the demon into the shadows.
But it symbolized what a slime can be for you, right?
What, a hot dog?
A hot dog.
Okay, so by your definition then, a corn dog is a slime.
I mean, it can
You
be.
could.
I don't know.
I mean,
You could
I
be.
guess
Yeah,
if they're
a slime can
impaled
be
like
everything.
I am,
Mm-hmm.
if you're impaled like I am, I guess that technically makes me a corn dog.
An alcoholic corn dog?
Alcoholic corn dog.
Damn,
That's the first time I hear that.
beer
battered
battered
corn
hot dog flavor.
Oh, ew. I don't think I would have tasted
God, does that make us hot dog water?
Oh, we're going too much down the rabbit hole. We gotta stop.
Let's.
The slime hole is way too big.
You're right. Let's get back on track. You go to other places here besides Lower Zephyra. We're currently out hosted here in Lower Zephyra in the wonderful, wonderful Nine Heavens, which thank you again for letting us use the venue. It's wonderful here.
What else have been hosted here? I mean, there's one thing as a club, much like the Nine Heavens.
Do you see slimes often throughout the metaverse?
Actually, I don't.
No?
I see most of the slimes here in the Mirai.
Oh my goodness. You think it's just Lower Zephyr's atmosphere, or do you think it's the fact that there's a lot of free food just lying around in the garbage bins?
Yeah. I mean, could also be the weather.
But see, the problem is if we were always just hungry for trash, wouldn't we go to Upper Zephyra? It's where all the smug
Feel like
corporate.
human trash.
It's, I don't mind a little bit of human trash every now and then. I don't know about you, but human trash is pretty decent from time to time.
Honestly, it's really good. Personally, I really like it.
Mhm.
But the one thing I hate is those plastic wrappers.
Oh my god.
Ugh, I hate
Have you
it.
ever had
It's
the
so hard.
the little 6-pack plastic beer can holders?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like those.
Oh my
That's
god.
like the only plastic I will eat.
It's very
Other than straws.
it's very
I
viscous.
really like straws.
But it's
Actually,
interesting.
I like eating straws.
Because you
You
would
ever had
think
pencil plastic?
eating a bunch of trash, eating a bunch of plastic and things like that would affect the taste, but in fact most slimes can convert stuff into magicules, which have specific taste consistencies.
Mm.
Those microplastics don't really do too much to us.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
You know, they heard the tea now has microplastics in it. They said they added them for flavor.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's the first time I hear that.
What if we started adding slime into things for flavor? Just like snuck in a little bit of goo here and there and some cereal. Is marshmallow slime? Technically marshmallow's a
like
slime.
You know what? Marshmallow with like jelly slime in it sounds really good. Like actually.
Ooh, that does. Ooh.
Have
What,
you ever had
what
s'mores?
flavor though? What flavor of
I
jelly
mean,
would we put in
ooh,
there?
I usually go with grape jelly myself. Guys, what's your preference for jelly flavors?
Mine's
Good question. I never had one.
Well, you have 3 wonderful types of jelly around here, and I can be any flavor you want to. So if you want to just like take a pick, we can really just kind of cycle through. If you just want to stick your tongue right up against me, I'll cycle just randomly through all the different
But
flavor
that would be
profiles.
like
Are you gonna
that would be like an
you gonna
atomic
tongue
explosion,
slap
right?
each other over there?
I'll
Should
give
we-
you the
should
slime
we head
jungle
out of the
juice.
studio? Should
No,
we
I mean,
walk out of the studio? Let you two tongue slap?
What is the nine heavens?
you miss it?
True.
What's that?
You miss it?
Oh,
I mean,
God.
the rooms are still down there if you ever want.
We don't exactly offer on the menu anymore, so I don't get nearly as much business as we used to down here. That's why I've converted here into a podcaster.
Mhm.
I mean, for
You were
lack of...
asking me that maybe I could work here one day.
That's true. It was my hopes and dreams that we turned the Nine Heavens into sort of a base of operations for all the slimes.
Yeah,
You
just
know.
slime slowly taking over the nine heavens.
You said you're okay
I
with
wanted
it
to
last
make a
time.
slime pool,
Slime service.
A
in
slime
one of the
pool?
corners.
That would have been really nice. Did they not
Oh,
approve it?
yes.
However, the constructor was like, "Nah, I will not do
It's
that."
too niche.
So we could start a petition now. We could
Ooh,
start
yeah.
a petition for the constructor and be like, put a slime pool in the Nine Heavens.
Special SlimeWave podcast special where we just go around Lords of Fear and say, hey, can you put goop in the Nine Heavens? And they're like, but there's already goop in the Nine Heavens. We have goop at home.
we are the goop at home.
Yes.
So, in your opinion,
Should that be our
Kaz...
new motto?
Oh my god, that'd be great.
We're goop at home.
We are goo at home. So, in your opinion, how do you think slimes are viewed in the metaverse?
I think they're viewed in a very positive light.
How so?
I haven't met someone who says I don't like slimes or
What do you
they've
think?
never caused any troubles around here.
What do you think is so positive about slimes?
Their squishiness.
Ah.
Everyone likes it.
Is it because we're big bubbly piles of happiness?
Yeah.
Remind me never to take you home to my place. I have some sisters that would thrash you.
That is fine. I have time tonight after the Nine Heavens, so we can just know.
Hey, oh, live date planning? Oh my god,
Really
that would
need to
be...
get out of the studio.
Oh my god, yeah, no, this is rapidly becoming date night around here. Well, shoot. So, in your opinion, I guess we'll get right to this. Why do you think slimes are so hypersexualized in modern society?
I think it's the movies and the series that are going around for adults.
You think all the visual novels and the Monster Girl Island stuff doesn't help either?
Yeah, I mean, it was at some point it would have happened anyways, right?
Mhm.
Because humans are good at sexualizing things.
So it's humans'
That's
fault.
true.
Technically, yes.
I was gonna say, we can blame humanity for a lot of different things. The thermonuclear war several dozen years ago, global famine, occultism, generally most problems in society, but you know what we can't blame them for? Monster girls. Because we're pretty perfect. You're technically a monster girl now that I think about it.
That's true. Wouldn't you be confirmed as more of a mecha girl, though?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, mecha slime
I
girl.
think so.
I think maybe if we just like converted what flesh you have left into goo, you could be a mecha slime girl and it would look great on you.
Ooh, true. Sorry, ignore me.
With their
I'm getting
flesh.
Ooh, getting a drink in the studio.
Yeah, I need a drink. I've been a little low on my drinking lately,
Mhm.
and I've been feeling it.
It's important to stay hydrated these
Blurry.
days.
Oh, flex.
So, in your opinion, and I suppose we'll get this right out the way, do you think slimes are considered generally sort of like a nuisance in society? Do you think they're considered positive? Do you think it's a regional thing here and there? Because most of the days, you know, society and generally most adventurers view slimes as common low-level enemies.
I've never seen a slime as an enemy, at least not around here. I know that in some adventure games they are from the past. But most of the time they were seen as still funny and quirky, you know. So I think they have a positive impact on society.
Well, you know, in Orlando, Florida, they're considered sort of just like a pest.
Are they?
Yeah, well, out in the forest there's a whole species of wild slimes that wander around. Little adventuring, daring dudes love to walk around there every now and then. I think it might be a good place for us to do like a little field trip.
Ooh. I wouldn't say no. I love trips. I love going on little adventures.
Ooh, I love field trips
I
too.
like to.
You know what we really need to do? We
Tell
need
me.
to do a slime diving episode where we go to the Atlantis and try all the food there. Because I heard the Atlantis has really good food and alcohol.
Ooh, that sounds nice. When's the Atlantis open? Do you go to the Atlantis, Cass?
I've went there a few times. Sadly, my current schedule doesn't allow it.
Damn, that's unfortunate. When did they open? I might be able to pop by this week.
They open every Saturday after the meat rake.
Damn, I had a date last
they're open
Saturday.
today.
They are?
Today they open the same
Yeah,
time.
they open today.
SlimeWave bonus episode where we go in there and do a slime dive and eat the food.
I'd be super down. They also have a pool area. So if you guys want, we could order all the food, bring it to the pool area, and record there.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Do they allow us to eat in the pool?
I mean, we're slimes.
Yeah,
We're
but
water
like,
slimes. We'll be fine. They usually let me in.
well, it's
They've
not
never
the
put
it's
a
not the
slime
slime in the pool that I'm
there.
concerned about. It's the fact that there's going to be like cheeseburgers in the pool.
I mean, if we put it on the ledge and we just eat by the ledge.
Ooh,
fine.
that could be really nice. That could be
It's one of those
wonderful.
hot tubs. You can do the same thing. Go nom nom nom.
We're gonna become a hot tub
There's a
podcast.
hot tub in the Atlantis. I think there's one at Vegas though. I've been to Vegas.
Uh-huh.
It's recent. It's a new opening business. It's kind of it's like a rich club.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, really nice. I tried this one drink. It was called like the Spectre Special. It's super good. I have to go there. And they also have private rooms with hot tubs. So if you guys want to do a hot tub dive in at one point and go to Vegas, we can.
Yeah, we'll all throw on our bikinis and go out to a hot tub stream.
Except me, of course.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
we,
except
we,
you, Valentine. You're a
we'll
little
put you
shy,
in.
and
We'll,
that's okay.
we'll put you in a
Alright.
mankini.
Boxers. I need something like that.
So, Cass, question for you. What do you suppose has contributed most to the treatment of modern slimes these days in the metaverse? You know, the image is somewhat improved a bit, but what do you think's really contributed to that?
Oh, good question.
It's a great question. That's what we're here for. I can hear them thinking. I can hear the processor clicky-clacking in their brain. You can't hear it back at home, but if you listen really closely, you can hear it going click, click, click.
They're thinking.
You can probably hear the electricity going through them too.
If you
Like
listen,
a little light buzzing, you know, like
you know, if you listen really, really closely and kind of look up a little bit, it does say gullible on the ceiling.
Just don't overheat your corners, please.
Yeah, don't overheat your core. That'd be really bad. But while they are thinking, why not talk about a little something that we have here?
All right, the logo. Yes, we want to talk a little bit about what design the logo is, everything that contributed to it. We had this logo commissioned by a local slime artist. I happen to have a few connections back at home, a few of the artists. There's a paint slime back home. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Love her half to death. She's asked me to keep her identity a secret, but she's right here. It's bright, it's colorful, it's ooey and gooey, and it's stylized like those modern VTubers that people love so much.
Oh yeah.
It's 3 slimes.
You know, I really
Oh, my God, 3.
Ah!
Happens.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna go blah and just splat all over the couch.
You're implying we're not already leaving stains all over Cass's nice couches.
Don't worry,
It's
we
fine,
can
we can
absorb
leave
it
it
back.
later.
I mean, there's all.
Here, and just in case we haven't left enough of a stain for you, I'm just gonna. There you go, Simba.
Oh.
Simba.
Really?
Yeah. What? Do you want me to leave it right there on your chin? Just.
Alright. This
That
is
is.
our official
Thank you.
logo. So hey, if you wanna get some nice merch, definitely let us know. It'd be really nice to start actually.
We
handing
should
out
start
merch
selling
ourselves.
shirts. Absolutely. It might be something to consider down the line once we get more popular.
Oh
Cass,
yeah, I can't wait to see people walking down the street with those.
not to pressure you or anything, Cass, but this could be a good business opportunity. I need to have you speak with Miss Aurora about it. We could definitely plan some like merchandising deals in here. We could have this place be like a sponsorship kind of thing. Oh my god.
I mean, we're
People
thinking
actually
about
being able to
replacing
come
a few of the
here.
posters.
That's right, we are planning on replacing posters. We could replace one with SLIMEWAVE. I'd have to make a bigger poster, of course, but
Oh, I would love that.
I mean, I'd have to ask our artists to make a bigger poster.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Of
don't
course.
have a
We could
lick
also
of
just,
artistic
like
talent.
take a picture on there and then put like a background nice, like
True.
our
Yeah.
little information and everything.
Well, yes, in essence, all art is just pictures with backgrounds.
That is
If you
true.
think about it really, really firmly.
Right. Now back to our wonderful question we had for you.
I thought you would have forgotten it by now.
So I haven't come up with a good
Get
answer.
away from us.
Wait, what was the question again?
What's contributing to the modern treatment of slimes these days? What sort of environmental factors you think?
The environmental. Oh, okay. I think these days, specifically in Saphira, from what I can tell, is slimes helping to clean the environment, right? The environment has been decreasing around here. I mean, you rarely see any birds or other animals besides from raccoons and rats. So when I saw slimes the first time in Saphira, they were cleaning the streets, which just by walking around, it helped their reputation, I guess, greatly.
So, like, we're just glorified trash collectors?
Technically, yes.
Damn. I kind of thought we had a more dignified sort of like opinion, but the thing is, the whole point of this is to figure out what the common people think of us. We're trash, gang. You heard it here first. This is the SlimeWave exclusive. No, I'm kidding, but really, it is interesting just to kind of see how society can shift. It only really takes one or two people to start improving society. But what I'm hearing is that maybe, just maybe, I should invite more of my sisters from home over here. We can overrun Zafira with slimes. Eventually, over Zafira will become entirely slime-based content.
Yes.
Everything will just be
Wait,
slimes. We'll just be a
Oh.
wonderful, wonderful
Are you
kingdom
going
for
to build a
slimes.
machine that turns other people into slime?
You don't need a machine for that. You know that, right?
You don't?
Mm-mm.
How do you turn
No, you
other
don't
people
need a
into
machine.
slime? I'm curious.
There are certain types of slimes that have a sort of transmogrifying DNA sequence. If you start eating enough of it, your skin will start getting slimy, and then a little translucent, and then clear. You'll get a color, and then before you know it, you'll slop off all your clothes and become slime. It's not
And then you
used
have to
that
learn how to
commonly.
actually keep up your shape, which is the hard part.
It's such a hassle. It's a lot harder than it seems, though, because the sort of people who can produce that sort of mutating toxins are few and far between. But if you ask me nicely, I know how.
It's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes.
I don't do it that
Maybe
often, though,
someday
because it's like,
we'll
it's
have
akin.
a,
I mean, it's akin to murder in a sort of a way, because people can't really go back to being human.
yeah.
And also, it just
I
gets
mean-
rid of food.
Maybe someday we can have like one of the booths in here just be like that slime pool you talked about. It's a little booth that's just like a little slime pool and just have all the slimes come and hang out.
Just start a petition right here and now. Hey, you heard this first.
Yeah, start a petition.
Put it
You
in the
heard this
comments.
Right
first,
now, we need that here.
Just put it right in the comments. Hammy, if you're listening, we need a slime pool here in the Nine Heavens. I know you're on the building committee, you big man. So what do you think could possibly like improve sort of slimes further throughout the metaverse? Like I know we're great at cleaning things, but what specifically do you think slimes would be capable of doing that other species might not be able to?
Might not be able to. Okay, that's a hard thing.
It is a hard question. We ask exclusively hard questions around here.
What can
Oh,
slimes
we're
do
good
that
on that.
others cannot? I mean,
This is partly me asking questions, secondarily asking to see what the common folks know about slimes. I already know the answer.
oh really? Do you? Because it's hard to tell what, because there's so many races in Saphira and around the metaverse, right?
Yeah.
There's always a race that can kind of cover something that the other race can also do, right?
Well, slimes are adaptable creatures. By a very
What
long.
slimes could run
Mhm.
the best in Saphira or support the best is anything that has something to do with food production.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a
It
really
would
good answer.
that is a really good answer.
It would decrease the hunger in Saphira, which is going on specifically down here in the lower districts.
The problem with that, though, is that slimes are extremely calorie heavy.
Oh yeah.
You get hungry a lot.
We do. We need a lot of calories. Part of the reason we made slime waves
Also-
was for free food.
I've heard rumors of
Mhm.
people actually getting obsessed with, like, literally addicted to eating slime, and then it actually having kind of a what is it called? It's an effect when you don't have enough of something.
Withdrawal.
Withdrawal, yeah. I've heard of people getting withdrawal because they were eating too much slime.
So
Something about being too high calorie and also the high content of taste.
Addictions are really serious.
Introduce slime-based drugs into the ecosystem of Lower Zephyra. You heard it first, folks, right here. The mastermind behind it all. When Lower Zephyra starts dealing with a new drug-based epidemic, we've already got this like Vex issue going on tonight.
Do you think you could use slime as medicine? Like, if you
Oh,
have a wound,
absolutely.
you can just cover it.
Oh yeah, I've been used as medicine before, actually. Now that we bring this up. So you know the little tiny nodes that I usually have in my ears, which right now I have put inside of my body for the sake of not slapping my poor little Rally here in the face, going slap, 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 slap.
I kind of just thought that they were like eyes you were
Lauren, that's
going for
one
a
of
rainy
the
day.
like that.
But I've had little nodes in my ears that are used as a cooling gel for
Ooh.
wounds for humans. Mainly Mo. I gave her a few for a clinic that was currently not doing the best, and they were using my little cooling gel nodes to actually put onto the wounds to freeze them to give them a proper care later on. Of course, it doesn't have any healing properties. It can feel good, but if I wanted it to have like an actual healing property, I would need to drink a healing potion, which is not easy to get around Zephyra.
It's
Or
really
a healing
not.
crystal also works.
So do you think slimes generally raise the property value of a place, or do you think they generally lower the property value?
I think it
Definitely
brings them
higher.
up because it doesn't have an expiration compared that the usual product has expiration.
One thing I did notice when I was on my way here is how people can be like afraid of slimes. There was this wonderful, wonderful tiny little man. Bless his heart. I hope you're watching, little guy, because if you are, he's so cute. I just want to snuggle him. They're scared. They get scared of slimes. I guess like slimes are still viewed as monsters a lot in modern society, and it does lead to a lot of interesting situations, which it can be fun to tease people over it, but there's a little part of me that's really kind of sad about it.
I met someone that was scared because they thought I was gonna eat them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, we're voraciously hungry creatures. I mean, we eat commonality, everything we can get our mittens on, and just kind of go hog wild, but
Our stomachs are
That'll
like a
explain
whale's
why.
acid. It's so quick to digest.
Maybe.
That would explain why we talk about food so much in our podcasts.
Well, because we're
We go
always
from one
hungry.
subject and then food, and then a subject and then food. We always end up going to the same one.
Well, you know, food is good.
Oh yeah, I think the people at home can definitely agree that food is just absolutely awesome.
Cass, what's your favorite food?
I feel like if we brought food on here, it would just turn into a mukbang because we just be eating
Oh,
it.
well, that's why we have the slime diving episodes.
That's true. Just live slime eating ASMR, feral hawk noises. Cass, what's your favorite food? Do you even eat food
I'm a
anymore?
big fan of seafood. No, I don't eat food anymore, or can eat at least, not at all. But my favorite food was seafood. Like in general, anything about seafood was my favorite.
Ooh.
Like crabs?
Yeah, for example.
Where was your favorite place to get seafood?
There was a place in the past called the Lotus, the Pepper Lotus.
Oh my god,
They had a really good restaurant.
that place up in the Upper Sephira?
No, it's a garden district.
Ah, I vaguely
Well-
remember it.
How much time do we have on the air now?
I'm afraid we're just about out of time. We've just passed the
7
30-minute
minutes.
mark.
All right, I think
No.
Cass here should talk a little bit about the Nine Heavens and about themselves before we end it. What do you think?
Absolutely. This is your time to shine, sport.
Well,
Feel
I'm
free to
friend.
promote yourself.
Oh, okay. How do I put this to best?
With words, technically.
Problem in Sephira, right? When there's any problem in Sephira, the Nine Heavens always has been a safe haven for everyone. We don't have drama, war, or any bad vibes around here. We just party all day.
That's why it's
That's my
called heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's called the Nine Heavens.
Why is it called the Nine Heavens?
Well, my ex-husband
Yeah.
was a demon, so we always were joking around. What would be the heavens if it would be 9 rings of heaven like hell? So I kept the joke running.
I see.
So this is the Nine Heavens.
It's some very exclusive history. The Nine Heavens recently went through a bit of a rebranding. It used to be just a brothel, but you've changed it completely, and I'm very impressed by it.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love the new vibes. It's great.
So what was the decision that led to the rebranding?
Well, first of all, the struggle to get workers, right? Down here, it's very hard. And workers don't stay long in the business. So customers were disappointed that their favorite workers weren't around, and then they just left, so the business kind of died out.
I see. Well, you'll
So-
always have me.
Sure. So
I know
he
that you have,
rebranded
like-
in a club.
I know you have like a lot of pictures up there that are like of a lot of famous individuals over here. I don't believe I've seen any of them anymore. I guess those are the ones.
Yeah,
you're talking
those
about.
ladies have been working in the past.
Oh.
I was gonna say, you kind of have like a wall of famous somebodies up there in the lobby, but like, I only recognize maybe a few of them. I still don't have my picture up there.
Sweetheart,
We should have a little poster
we
for
will add it
SlimeWave.
soon.
I still don't have my picture up there. See how that is? I'm not Miss Cass's favorite.
You know what? You're
Have a
our
little
favorite.
poster for SlimeWave.
That'd be great, actually. We should definitely check with our cool, amazing, sexy artist who designed our cool logo.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we should probably get off the air. We don't.
We
wanna
should
take
definitely
up
wrap
too
up.
much time. Yeah.
Hey, thank you all so much for listening. We appreciate your patronage. SlimeWave is made possible thanks to charitable contributions from patrons like Miss Cassandra right here. Thank you so much for letting us use your venue for SlimeWave. We appreciate you so much.
And thank you for Design Surrealist for bringing this all to life and for keeping us all safe and together.
Thank you also.
Sarah.
I was gonna say thank you, Miss Aurora. Well, I don't think any of this would really have been possible without our charitable contributions. The Nine Heavens is open right now if you're listening to this live. So if you do want to swing by, come on down Lower Zephyr. You'll have a great time down here.
Oh yeah, come and say hi. We'd love to see you.
We only have
Mhm.
1 hour left. Come on, show up now.
It's a fire sale. You're just gonna have to hurry.
Yeah.
Alright, with that being said,
We still don't
this
have
was
like a closing.
time.
We don't have a closing catchphrase.
True, we don't.
Cass, quickly make up a closing catchphrase for us.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on.
You got this.
Yeah, come on.
You got
Just
this.
make something up.
Come on, come on. Woo, woo,
By
woo,
honor
woo,
bound, we'll stick to whatever stupid thing you say next.
Oh God.
Oh God!
Oh
This is
god.
for
No, don't.
everything.
Don't do this.
This is for everything.
How about wish you guys later?
Wish you goose later.
Later.
We'll be back. Oh God, let's see here. I think next podcast we're gonna do. Can't do 2 weeks from now like our usual because I'm actually gonna be on vacation.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Maybe we should do a slime dive-in episode tonight to make up for it and let them know of the fact we won't have an episode in the last 2 weeks.
That
Would you
makes up
be
for it.
available at? Let me check the Atlantis site. Make sure that I know.
Later
what
tonight.
time is-
I should be
Yeah, I
fine,
know it's
darling.
later tonight.
I should be
Yeah,
fine.
double checking.
But thank you all so much for listening. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. You can review more of these podcast episodes on the SlimeWave archive. We have an archive. You know that? Miss Aurora gave us an archive and everything. She's so good with computers.
Where is it?
Alright, it is tonight at 11 p.m. EST. So
If you're listening to this live, you can expect another SlimeWave around that time. Later, Gators.
probably 30 minutes to an hour before opening time, because that's what we usually do.
I've been Miss Kami.
And Rory.
I'm Valentine.
Blah, blah, blah.
Cassie.
It's good to see you all.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe, stay good, and remember, SlimeWave loves you.
Susu. No, that means bye. Hi.
Yeah, that's what we're ending the podcast episode on. No, wait, closing phrase. Oh God!